everyone. I just finished teaching the social media strategy module course at the Real Estate Board, and part of it is content strategy. And I was talking about evergreen content, and I thought, you know what, this is something crucial for any business. So I thought I would upload a video today to talk to you about evergreen content, what you can create, how to create it, and why it is so important for you to include that in your social media strategy. For those who don't know me, my name is Catherine Aird. I'm a social media coach and marketer based out of Whistler, BC. I teach with Heather at Keep It Simple Social Media, a social media bootcamp, and you can find out more about our social media academy at catherineaird.ca. Shameless plug. Okay. Social media is great. I have my notes over there. It's great to promote your products and your services. If you do it efficiently, it can be amazing for brand awareness. You tend to put trendy topics, something that's new, something that's newsworthy, something that's inspiring. But when you think about it, that content comes and goes in people's newsfeed. Social media is amazing, but it's not going to position yourself as an expert in your field. You cannot capture people's attention in a split second. What you can do though is capture their attention with special important content that's worth for them to stop, save that information, share it with others, or go visit your website to read more. And that's where evergreen content comes in handy. It's content, and I wrote the definition that I found, content that will last. So while time, there might be gradual increase or decrease in the interest of a certain topic. In the long term, it's content that will not be impacted by the seasons. It's also content that I hope would sit on your website. So when you think about it, the first thing that comes to mind is a blog, which is full of little keywords that might help you be found on the internet. Hello, search engine galore, amazingness. Okay. So people will find value in that type of content in the long term. They might send people to your website to read about that type of content. They might stop and think this person knows what they're talking about. They are the authority in their domain. They are the expert in their field, or they have a solution for my problem. So some questions, and I really like how evergreen content can help you be known, because really you want people to know what it is that you have to offer them. What solution can you solve? And so when you think about it, you can say, what do you want to be known for? So examples are, do you want to be a real estate agent that specializes in downsizing, or a business that is the vegan bakery in your area? Or do you want to be the sports outlet or the sports store that is perfect for the backcountry? Like, what do you want to be known for? More real estate examples, because I was teaching at the Real Estate Board, so I have those in mind. But you can say, do you want to specialize in cottages? Do you want to specialize in first-time homeowners? And when you think about it, a lot of people can say, well, I want to sell or target everybody, but really you know who your target customer is. So who do you want to be known for, and what content can you create that's going to help your target audience solve their problems, or what will they find interesting? Okay, what does that look like? And I have some great examples that I'm going to put here on the little thing. But okay, so top frequently asked question. Do you have like the 10 top frequently asked question that people ask you all the time? Or if you have a conversation with a client, write it down. If someone emails you and asks you something, or reach out to you, start writing down those questions so you build your database. Think about maybe questions that people should be asking themselves. Maybe I've never asked you, but you're like, you know what? Everyone should know this. This is really important. They should think about that when they're making a purchase, or when they're looking at finding more about a product or a service. So start thinking about making a list, and we like to call it episodic content. So keep in mind that video is a great way to reach people, and if you can have a list of episodic content or a series of blog posts, then people are likely to come back and follow it to see what the next episode is all about. So some examples, and this is always the fun part, and I will read the titles, but I'll pop them in the video as well. So, example for real estate: 4 things to know as a first-time home buyer in Vancouver. This is a blog post. You could also turn it into a video or do an interview, right? And repurpose. When you think about evergreen content, if you have a blog, you can take snippets on that blog and share it on your social media and say, read more on our blog. You can maybe share every Monday one of those little tips or insights, right? So 4 things to know. For a bakery, the best vegan baking cookbooks. This is a great blog post from Ed's Bread in Whistler. Planning on moving to Vancouver. Here are some of the best areas to consider match your lifestyle. This is great content that's sitting on the blog post. We have another realtor that focuses more on downsizing. That's the core of its market in Toronto. How to successfully merge household with a new partner, or how to sell your home after a divorce. 5 Toronto neighborhoods perfect for empty nesters. There's also content, and I wanted to share that last one with you, that is more, say, depth content, so not necessarily evergreen, but that goes a little bit more in depth. But Lululemon has a What's New review on their blog every week, where they go through why they created the new items, what they have to offer. They show photos, description, and sometimes videos. And that's another great way, if you have the bandwidth, to show up with content of service for your audience. Creating evergreen content and content of service is going to take you a little bit more time, but it will help you position yourself as the authority or as the expert in your field. You can promote this on social media, use social media to help people get to that content. You can take it a step further by sending that content in a newsletter, which is going to create a newsletter that doesn't suck, because it's going to be useful content for your target audience. If you want to collect emails, you can always say, with this piece of content, here comes a downloadable or a cheat sheet or some resources that people could maybe enter their email address and download, and therefore you now have their email database to add their email to add to your database. So I hope this helped. We have lots of resources for you on social media strategy, Facebook for business, Instagram for business, advertising, and photo and video. Check out our Social Media Academy. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to our channels, and we will see you in the next episode.